Hey guys, it's Felix from Bars&Cigars ATL, and I'm sitting with someone that I am a total fan of. I love the story behind the cigars, why he do it, and we're going to get into that. Nick from Mago. Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for welcoming me here to the PCA. This is my first one. Super excited.
Let's go.
But I've been a fan of yours since the beginning. I'm going to tell you, I got introduced to your line through my Black Box Cigar Club.
Okay. Shout out Danley.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Introduced me to that. He passed me the Miami Pepe. But before we get into all the details in the cigars, tell me about how you started the brand and why behind the El Mago.
So, in a nutshell, I started the brand in honor of my grandparents. It was actually after an unfortunate event. So, in 2021, there was a building that collapsed in Miami. Unfortunately, my grandparents lost their lives in the collapse. Thank you. And so my grandfather, being from Cuba, introduced me to cigars when I was 16 years old.
Okay.
And I smoked cigars with him, you know, up until the day they passed. And what I ended up doing is I wanted to create a gift, just a gift for my mom, because it was her parents.
Yes.
Box of 10 cigars with her picture on it. When I gave it to her, she broke down in tears, and she said, "I want you to turn this into a brand to share their story with everyone."
Oh, she said it?
Yes, she's the one. She's the one that suggested El Mago Cigars.
Oh,
now,
that's beautiful.
This is before we had the name.
Okay.
She suggested the idea.
Okay.
So my grandparents, their journey was they went from Cuba to Czechoslovakia to Canada to Venezuela to Miami. That was their journey.
Yeah.
Yep. And so on the background of all my bands, on my tubes, on the boxes is a hotel called the James Hotel.
Okay.
My grandfather bought that hotel in 1989. It's in Miami Beach, and that's what inspired all the colors on my boxes.
Okay. I did not know that. I definitely didn't know in the detail behind that of his hotel.
So that's the inspiration for the colors. For the colors of my box.
Yeah.
Yep. And then now the name El Mago in English means wizard or magician.
Okay.
I used the first two letters of my grandparents' names.
Okay.
To say to create the word Mago. So M-A for Maria, G-O for Gonzalo. Mago.
Amazing. Beautiful, bro.
Yep.
So again, I heard the first story with the Miami Pepe.
Yes.
That's your grandfather. That's the honor of your
I called my grandfather Pepe.
Okay.
I called my grandmother Bobby, my grandfather Pepe, and I came up with the Pepe in honor of him because that cigar is the profile, the flavor profile that he liked.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I definitely share that. So can you walk us through the offerings that you have, and just we'll talk about what's for 2025, 2026, and beyond.
Sure, absolutely. Okay. So right now we've got 11 lines with the Jaguar being our newest addition. Jaguar is a pre-order here at PCA. Okay. It'll be coming out in end of June, beginning of July, right around there in 2025. I actually named the Jaguar in honor of my grandmother's car. So she had an old school Jag that she would chauffeur me around in. The old school Jag had the cassette player where she put music, and it had the old the cigarette lighter.
Yeah, they put you gotta wait.
My grandfather used to light his cigars with that. So so this is a dedication to that car and all those memories. But in addition to the Jaguar, we've got the Solstice right in front of me.
Okay.
This is our only limited edition cigar that we have, our first one.
Okay.
We only made 1,000 boxes, sold through 500 last year, stopped sales. We're gonna sell through the other 500 this year, and then the Solstice will be gone. It'll be gone. It'll be a memory. It'll be a memory.
Yes.
And then in addition to that, our core line. I'll go over what we got in front of us here. We've got the Mystico, which is our Cameroon, our only Robusto box press. We got the El Cubano, which is our most mild cigar. Connecticut. We've got the Lotus, which is an Ecuadorian Habano. It's a Lancero in a tube.
Yes. Your first Lancero. Only Lancero.
First and only Lancero. Okay. And I believe it's the only Lancero in an aluminum tube in the whole market.
Yeah.
Then we got the Renegade, which is a San Andres Maduro. It's our most full body San Andres that we offer. 5.5 by 56 box pressed in a orange square tube. Then we got the Disco, which was prior to the Jaguar, was our newest release. It's our only 6x60, our most full body cigar.
Okay, big ring gauge.
Yeah, our most full body. It's a Habano Oscuro. Then we've got the Pepe that we touched on already. It's a 6x52 box press San Andres, my personal favorite.
Yeah, mine too.
There you go. Then we got the Art Deco edition, which is the first line that we came out with. That's an Ecuadorian Habano.
Okay.
Then we got the Miami Maduro, which it complements the Miami Art Deco edition because they're both medium. But the Miami Maduro is a San Andres medium though. A ton of flavor. Then we've got the Triunfante that people have a hard time saying. So I call it the Triumphant.
Okay.
That's a Connecticut, and that is our most dynamic Connecticut that we offer. It's not a mild Connecticut.
actually has some flavor.
boring. It's got some flavor, complexity, and a little bit of strength to it as well.
Excellent. Hey, and this is the one I'm smoking on now?
You're smoking the Art Deco edition.
The Art Deco edition.
You're smoking the Art Deco edition, and so am I.
All right, excellent.
There you
I
go.
love this one too as well.
Yep.
I'm really excited. I'll tell you this. I loved your story and the why behind it. Everything that you do is memories of your grandparents. And this is one of the best ways I think you can honor them. Seriously.
Thank you.
Never met your grandfather, but when I smoked that, I fell in love with it. And then I found out the story about it. I was like, yeah, this is nice.
Oh man,
What a great way to honor them. And I think the whole line and everything that you're doing, I think it honors them in a great way.
Thank you.
So Nick, I appreciate you taking time to talk to me. I love your line. Guys, check out the El Mago if you haven't already. You need to do so immediately and get your hands on it. But guys, thank you for coming to PCA.
Thank you, Felix.
Yes, sir.
You're the man.
All right, guys.
I appreciate it.
Check out
Thank
Light
you,
Up
guys.
Your Life.